first thing that we're going to do now is we're going to work our breaking and center line technique, okay? So just like with boxing, if I'm shooting into the corto range or close, I tend to want to have my hands up because I'm so close I don't have the ability to really see what's going to happen, take in the information, make a decision about it, and do something. My hands are either in the way, where I can utilize the flinch reflex, and it's tactical, or they're not, and I get hit, right? So what we do is we get into the stance we call like Punyo Mano stance. So it typically looks like this. I take my shoulder here, I raise it up on my jawline just like I would to cover, and my punyo comes out. Now what you'll notice is in Filipino martial arts, you have schools that do punyo like this, where there's no punyo. You have schools that do punyo where it's 2 fingers. In FCS we use a hand and a half, and the reason why is because if I have this extra punyo, I can use it for cinching and locks, and also if you're talking striking, it gives you a counterbalance, where if I work my techniques, they tend to be a little bit faster. So if you look at this technique here, right? Now look if I go all the way down. Okay? I have reach, but I've lost that counterbalance, which makes it a little bit faster. Okay? Now when sparring, I'll do both. Okay? If I want reach because I'm largo, I'll use this. Alright? And then once I'm bridging in, see how I just did that? I can scale my hand down the stick, and now I've got my punyo. Alright? We train like this a lot because you can get caught up on it if you don't know what you're doing. Which is why we train all the time. It's not a big deal. So here's how we break in. We break in on the 3rd beat. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay? We call this a crossroads. That's any time that our weapons intersect or our forearms intersect. Anytime you bridge in from one range to another, and it's going to be with trapping and controlling, it's going to be on a crossroads. So it's 1, 2, 3. When I meet this crossroads, what I'm doing is this is coming down to my shoulder, and I'm stepping in simultaneously, and I'm going to block, check, feed. So my block is here. I check this hand on his hand as I step through, and then I feed this punyo on his face, okay? Just like that. Notice when I'm grabbing his hand, I don't have it out here where it can do whatever it wants. I'm using an epet where I come like this and I drape over here and I pull it in towards my center and my elbow's out. So if you see that structure there, it looks like this. So a stick would actually have to come around my structure. It buys me time. 1, 2, 3. We're right here. I block, I step through, I check, and I feed, and I pull this into my structure. What I'm looking for is this. Anytime he comes through on this side, right, I can use that technique. If he comes through center, see that? There's my roof block. Comes in, bang, hook, and then that can be my first line shot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just a way for us to get in close and check everything. This is here because this acts as an anti-headbutt mechanism, right? My punyo is up for my first strike. Now notice how he blocked. Most people who don't train FCS will not block that. That sound will be this punyo hitting them in the face. Okay? If that happens, great. Bang! Right? I roll right into this shot. That's where I come through with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right? And I just keep going with my knees and my elbows and everything else. Right? So 1, 2, 3 is here. Block, check, feed. So go ahead and work that. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Block, check, feed. 1, 2, 3. Block, check, feed.